Yo, what is good, my anime people? I am pretty happy that we have as much information that we have on the the Dragon Knight, and just why there's even two of them in the first place, because with this being a thing, it just goes to show you rules are meant to be broken, and sometimes when those rules are broken, it could lead to people being terrified for the wrong things. And unfortunately, these humans usually do the wrong thing in these situations. So it's not very surprising after seeing the very first episode was my guess. Sorry about that. That was loud. Um, just seeing how uh, you know, all humans handle everything. This was no surprise, right? This is stuff that I've seen time and time again where humans go out of their way to do really dumb things and ruin it for everybody. So to know that that's what happened here, I wasn't surprised, especially it was already talked up quite a bit. The problem for me, and I'm just being honest because I've never seen this and I've never really had any real reason to like look into the background and the lore and stuff like that. So finally seeing like what pushed this character to do this kind of angered me because for one thing, it definitely feels like he can be pulled back from what he's doing, just because he has already forsaken his wife, his lover, right? By not understanding her final wish, he is literally going about living this life now in the worst way possible, uh, by trying to kill the humans and whatnot, right? The problem with this is she didn't want that, right? Like she wanted the complete opposite of that. And for him to just be like, nah, screw them. I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do because of what they did. I'm simplifying it, of course, because the way she goes out, jump. I thought here we go. I thought she died because he was fighting, and maybe she was just caught in the crossfire. But no, he was full blown tied up to a post. And once they shot fireballs at him, and he's already been pretty injured and scuffed up, as we can see. So more things were happening to him, and she said I couldn't see them continue the cruelty, meaning things were already happening. All of this stuff leads her to getting shot in the back because she jumps in the line of fire. How that could have literally been, you know, done by anything in the world. It was more her fault than the people who were firing. I mean, yes, they shouldn't have been firing at him in the first place, but to blame it all on every single human is kind of redundant, seeing how you took the life of every single one of them there. The life of her cost the whole kingdom, you know? So to think that you went out of your way to now make others suffer is pretty messed up and pretty dark. I only say he can come back because, like with Dai, there's still fragments of his memories there that we saw. And that means it's probably the same for him, if not even worse, because maybe he hasn't had his memories completely erased, seeing how he holds his grudge, right? The problem is he doesn't remember the important part of those memories being that he shouldn't hate humans and that they're scared. But regardless, now we're in a position where we're about to watch him completely destroy every single thing that she loved and that she is be destroyed because of what they did at that moment or what happened to her during the moment of his supposed execution, which I don't think three fireballs is going to be the end of it, right? I think she even knew that, right? Like she was like, they're gonna keep attacking you, so I'm just gonna jump in here and try to stop everything. But the nail in the coffin was calling her a disgrace for doing such a thing. So to be fair, it wasn't necessarily full blown the killing blow that did it. It was more or less the idiocracy um, of the people who said, of the father who said that about his own daughter, right? That's what pushed it. And fair enough, I would have definitely bodied him too, especially thinking, oh, I'm a human and this guy's a monster, and my daughter sacrificed herself for a monster. She's rubbish, So I do love that he snapped out. That's a actual human response that he had, right? He has shown many human aspects of himself through this episode. But the one thing I really want to talk about, and the one thing I'm curious about for the future, is with that happening and us learning about the Dark Abyss, or like the King of the Abyss, the dragon he was fighting, instead of protecting the humans from the demon, what actually would happen if that thing shows up? Do the It seems like the Dark King, you know, isn't really that much of a threat if the Dragon Knight wasn't worried about him nearly as much as he was worried about this giant dragon that seemingly would wipe out everything. So, this is the type of stuff that really makes you think this show has so much more going for it, because there's other layers being put down, and I love that about these types of shows. But seeing Heckle get back up and pretty much give the speech of, I don't know if I have enough stamina to stand, but then he stands and fights and beats one of them, just actually plays right back into more of the talks of what the Dragon King said, or Dragon Knight, sorry. Humans can do extraordinary things when they risk their lives, and everything that's said in the show usually comes to fruition. So it's pretty crazy what's happening. I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to try to stop this guy from getting it to the castle. But I think we all know it's pretty much going to be an easy walk in the park for him with the power that he possesses. But with that being said, take care, everybody, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. My voice is almost recovering, but now my cheeks from my time at the hospital are injured, so hopefully they heal as well. But with that being said, peace.